She's already been named an RMAC preseason setter of the year. First week of play, Gabriela Rifilato went out and was named the MVP of the West Texas A&M tournament, and the RMAC followed suit with an RMAC setter of the week, offensive player of the week combo package, just because it was such a remarkable weekend for you. When you look at the success you had, week one, 4 matches, averaging 12 assists per set. How did your team show so much success in such a tough tournament?
I think that we came into the tournament knowing that we're good enough to beat these teams, and we're just going to play our game no matter how they play, and I think that's what got us going in the long run. And we just stayed on top of our game no matter who we played. If it was West Texas, if it was Permian Basin, and we came out on top.
What do we do for these awards? Because they always say Gabriela Rifilato. You go by Gabby here. Who is supposed to call you Gabriela? Who calls you Gabby? Is it a family, friend thing? I need to know this information.
Well, everyone here calls me Gabby, and my sister was telling me the other day, she goes, it's so weird that everyone calls you Gabby because I've not only called you Gabriella forever. So basically my immediate family and my family calls me Gabriella, and everyone else can call me whatever they want.
Isn't that amazing, though? You play volleyball in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and Bayfield, Colorado, and you go by one name, then you end up here, and you kind of get an assigned nickname. Does that show the quick camaraderie that a lot of us see? We do see that camaraderie, that intimate spirit on the volleyball team where you kind of get a nickname for the first day of your life, and now it sticks.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that's just how it goes. You just take it and run with it. I mean, Gabriella's way too long to stay on the court, and I agree with that, so call me whatever you want.
It's been a pretty amazing arrival for you, looking at where you could have gone out of high school. You had options, but went to a dominant JC program in Coeur d'Alene. I mean, North Idaho Cardinals, that was the elite JC program, one of the elite programs 2 years ago. Last year you come to Adams State, lead your team to 19 wins. You're 23-9 as the setter for Adams State. If you look at last year and the first 4 matches, why do you think the success and those numbers have followed you to Coeur d'Alene and now to Alamosa?
Well, I think it's a direct reflection on my teams, and I mean, I work hard every day, and I hope that I help inspire them, and I know they inspire me to help or to play tough, and that was through high school, that was middle school, that was at JC, that was here. And I mean, I just work hard, and it's a direct reflection of my team.
You've always played on winning teams, though. If we look back to playing for your mom in high school in Bayfield and just being around a lot of successful programs, you know, a lot of athletes have had one parent as a coach, but to have, you know, your dad is a college football coach at Fort Lewis, back as the defensive coordinator there, to have your mom at Bayfield and to coach both you and Catherine there, to grow up in a household with 2 coaches that are that successful, give us an idea into the day-to-day life.
Well, it just depends which parent you're talking to. I mean, my mom is constantly giving critique about volleyball, not in a negative way, but it's just, here's what you need to do, here's what you're doing, like fix this, whatever. And my dad's just, he's very relaxed, and he does the things like, well, you got to move your feet, well, you got to be faster, well, go outside and run. Like, his is more generalized, and hers is more volleyball specific, but you're basically getting critique all the time.
So what would surprise us maybe about dinner with your family? I mean, it would be easy to think sports is always a part of the conversation, but what does happen when you have your family around and it's just the Rifilatos?
Oh, well, we hang around, and my dad makes goofy jokes, and we all laugh because we're all immature, I guess. but I mean, it's just I don't know. We just hang out. It's not always a sports thing. I mean, usually me and my mom are the ones that are watching football on the weekends, not my dad, and so it just depends on the situation, I guess.
But it is kind of crazy that parents that aren't connected to sports sometimes are the craziest parents out there, and those who are coaches have a great perspective. Why do you feel that the perspective of sport was passed down to you and your sister?
Well, I think that my parents are very realistic about their teams and how their teams are playing, and that definitely passed down to me and Catherine. I mean, we can go out there and say, hey, we played like crap tonight, yeah. But, you know, and we can learn from that and fix it. Unlike some people, like, I'm not pointing anyone out or anything, but like some people are just, they think, oh, I'm great, like I'm always good, whatever. And it's like we can take a step back, and I think our parents taught us that, definitely.
It's Gabriela Rifilato, Adams State setter for a Grizzly team that entered the week of September the 5th, ranked number 31 in the nation. You and your sister certainly did not play poorly in the first match of her collegiate career. In conjunction with you, she drops 18 kills on the board against number 9 West Texas A&M, has a kill percentage that was kind of winking at 50% in the upper 470s. First match of her career, and you're feeding her, and she's unstoppable. In your wildest dreams, could you have pictured something that successful?
I mean, I wasn't expecting it, but I can. I've seen it before. I mean, that's how we were in high school, and I've always gone by the thing: feed the beast. If someone's getting kill after kill after kill, why stop going to them? So I mean, she definitely didn't let me down.
How many times have you yelled "feed the beast" after a kill by Dom or Tish or anybody on the floor here?
Oh man, I mean, I never yell it. It's right in here, but I take note of it, and I mean, it's just I. It's great that it's my sister. I mean, it's awesome that it's anyone else, but it's just a great it makes me feel good about myself that I'm helping my sister succeed here.
You know, one thing that people realize about volleyball the more they watch it, everybody has to be a contortionist out there. It's not just an easy, predictable point of where the ball is going to land. But for a setter, you're almost doing improvised dancing to have to fly all over and then have balance to make the perfect pass. How would you describe the craziness that is trying to run all over the floor and then to have enough balance to secure a pass and put it right on the money 5, 10, 20 feet away?
I think it's just practice. I mean, I've been a setter since I was in 7th grade. I mean, it's a matter of composure and taking your time and kind of slowing things down in your mind, even though you can't slow them down on the court, you know? And so I think it's just a matter of practice and repetitions.
Gabrielle, always fun chatting with you. Should be a great season. Enjoy it.
Sure hope so. Thanks.
It's Gabby/Gabriela Rifilato, depending on who you are, apparently. She is the preseason setter of the season for the RMAC, and so far so good for her and Adams State. With this week's Grizzly Connect on KSPK, I'm Bryant Johnson.